What's up, guys? Here in another episode of Eli and Mike in the beautiful, hot city of Beverly Hills, because it's been hot recently.
Right.
Really
Yes,
hot.
yes.
We're all waiting for fall, and I saw pumpkins recently in the street. I don't know
think
what's
it's
going
here.
on. It's
I
not
think
even
it's
October
here.
yet.
Right.
But we have an amazing guest with us here today. Talk about youth. Talk about spirited and full of energy. We actually had the luxury of styling her in the street.
Right.
And, well, not the street, but styling her in the mall.
Yeah.
And it came out amazing. It was very viral. But we have the pleasure of introducing a very amazing guest here today. Her name is Natalie Kopyan. Hey, Natalie.
Hi.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
doing good. This is amazing. You actually just left school and now you're on a podcast with us.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
That's why I'm wearing t-shirts, trying
There
not to
you
get
go.
dress coded. You
Okay,
know?
that. I
right.
get that.
Love it. Looking good though still. But it's amazing because most kids or most teens are not going to go from, school and then directly to Beverly Hills on a podcast show. Like that's really
a
amazing
fact.
of you.
Yeah.
Having you here, we're so blessed because we did get to dress you the other day.
Yeah.
We learned a little bit about you, how, your in your past life, you actually, when you were younger, you basically were doing like movies or commercials or film when you were like 7. Is that correct?
When I was like 9.
Oh, 9. Okay. Maybe we could talk about that. Let's kind of rewind a little bit. Let's go
Okay,
back.
yeah.
Like, how did that all start? How did you get into this world of like acting and being behind the camera?
So I was a really shy kid. I was an introvert when I was younger. Now I'm extremely extroverted, as you can tell.
Love it.
But
Yes.
I was really shy, and my mom's a teacher, so she was like, "Oh, I have some students who are actors, and da da da. You should try acting." So
Okay.
I went to an acting school in 2019, kind of like when COVID started.
Oh wow.
And I just learned so much there. And then the owners, I'm not really sure who they were, the people in charge, they're like, oh, we're going to have a showcase and show some different agencies your abilities. So we had the showcase. And then my agency called me up and they're like, hey, we like you. Hop on over,
that's so
join the
cool.
agency. So I did. And then, I don't know, I just started going on commercials,
Okay.
Dhar, Mann, a bunch of
Okay.
YouTube videos. And then I was also starting to do hip hop because I
Okay.
started doing like Armenian traditional dance when I was younger.
Nice.
But around that time, I transformed to doing hip hop.
Mhm.
And I started posting my dances on Instagram. And then
Okay.
I was posting, I don't know, a lot. And I just got to where I am today.
Oh my
Wow, that's
God,
amazing.
Love it.
Who would you say is your inspiration? Because obviously you're very young and very talented, and you can't do it on your own. Obviously, you have a family, you have a mom and dad or something, right? So, and there are guests in our audience. So, are they your best friends? Are they the ones that have pushed you to become who you are? Or are you more of an individual that I want to do it? I, Natalie, believe that this is my future. This is what I want to do.
I think it's my mom who influences me most because she always pushes me to go for what I want. Don't stop till you get what you want.
Oh, wow.
And, just always push yourself and try to reach your limits. So I think I really go by that and I try to follow that.
Oh my God,
That's
love
amazing.
Love that. And obviously, again, it was kind of a little bit of inspiration when you were 9 and your mom was like, maybe you should try this.
Yeah.
Was there like a certain video that you did or reel that you did and you were like, you just felt like, okay, like I'm viral, like maybe I should continue to do this?
I'm not really sure. I think when I first appeared on Dhar Mann and I made so many friends and connections, I was like, this is awesome. I want to do it
Yeah.
again and again and again.
Yeah.
So I did, and I continued, and then I was modeling for Barbie one time,
Oh,
and
wow.
it was absolutely amazing. Like, that experience was everything.
Oh my
And that
gosh.
really pushed me to just keep going because you never know. Like, the people you meet out there are so sweet and supportive.
Yes,
That is
and-
powerful.
And so not only influencing, you're also doing modeling.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I have to ask about this too because modeling, we've done it before. We've had fashion shows and we've actually like walked the runways, but it's one of the most frightening things, at least for us, or a lot
Very
of people
frightening.
actually.
Probably more frightening for him. He's more of a scary
Okay,
guy.
right.
I don't mind it. It's fine.
But you're walking down the runway and everybody's looking at you and they're judging you. For you, that's happening, but Barbie, like the brand Barbie.
I mean, that's a big
That's
thing.
really big.
Yeah.
So maybe you could tell us about how you feel when you walk down the runway and how do you get over this fear if you even have one.
I feel like after I really got out of my shell and started acting, there was no more fear in me. I always think anything that's embarrassing, it's all in your head. Nothing's really embarrassing if you really think about it. And whenever I model, I just go down there and I think, okay, you're the diva. okay, you're going.
Love it.
You're the
I
girl.
love this.
So,
love it.
so I just focus on myself. I'm like, okay, show off the clothes. Okay, show off yourself. You know.
Yes.
So, I'm just very in it. You know.
Professional. You're so professional.
Yeah.
I've heard like everything you just said right now. I've heard like models that have been doing it for like 20 years tell me exactly what you just
Right.
did, and like I will use it too. I'm like, okay, if they are doing that, let me try. You know, so I'm like saying the same things you're saying.
Yeah.
And
it really works.
Yeah,
really
it does.
works,
And
you know?
we actually have a fashion show next month on September 26th here in Hollywood. We're actually the
Yes.
red carpet hosts.
Right.
And it's actually 15 and up. Because it's going to be a
It's like
innovative,
interactive,
interactive.
kind of like the pop-up like shows when
It's
you
gonna
go
have
to,
like it's gonna have like 15 pop-ups in it, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
for huge influencers to come in, and you're gonna be able to talk to the actual models. So we'll send you an invite if you want to
yes,
come.
yes, we
Awesome.
definitely will have some invites for you guys.
But that's inspirational because see, being in modeling or being, in front of a camera, it seems easy because you're standing behind this, looking at it. But it's actually very tough because behind the scenes, you're also scared. You're like, am I looking good? Am I confident enough? Are people liking this? Because at the end, let's be real. I don't know. Maybe he's more of an extrovert. I'm more of an introvert.
A little bit.
But I'm like a wet chihuahua in the back, just scared,
Wow.
like thinking someone's not gonna like me or feed me food behind the doors. But he's always like, look at me, I'm amazing.
Wow.
He's super confident.
He's putting me on
because
blast.
he's also a Gemini.
Only when I'm going down the runway. Only when I'm going down the runway.
Right,
You ha-
supposedly.
Right, you have to have that like mindset that
Yeah.
you're like the one. So like I had to train myself, which is not like I'm used to, but I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
But you have that.
But
You
yeah.
have that talent because to go to Barbie, to do
Right.
what you do, to dance in front of the camera, you have to be very confident. And to have found that as your avenue of creating your empire, and I'm going to say empire, but but at such a young age, with just a little push of your mom, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Now, how does that make you feel knowing that there's 16-year-olds right now? You're 16, right?
15.
15. Oh my God, that's even better, right? Because you're 15, and there's 15-year-olds right now that are playing video games. They're getting Fs in school. They're dropouts. Which dropping out is not necessarily bad if you're doing something with your life, but you're totally grading great in school. You're doing so many positive things. How do you feel about that?
I feel honestly just very proud of myself. I'm proud that I'm not spending my time playing video games. I actually, I would say I have pretty good time management skills. That's how I balance
Amazing.
this influencing, acting, school.
Yes.
I do everything, and I play sports too.
Okay.
So I'm just very proud of myself, and I hope I can keep this up.
Oh my God,
Because-
yes. With the energy you have, it's gonna
Yeah.
go so far. Oh my
if
gosh.
you can convince yourself that you can do it, you can do it, and then
Wow.
you can convince other people you can do it too.
Love
There
it.
you go.
Love it. And your family, I know we met them as well when we dressed you, and it was amazing to see all the support. So you're getting the support from your mom, your dad's there all the time with you. Every time we see you, they're there with you, which is so amazing and supportive. I don't believe you're the only child. You have a sister, is that
I do
correct?
have a sister. I have an older sister, yeah.
Okay. And is she like supportive of what you're doing? That she's kind of taking after you? That she want this kind of like life that you're kind of doing? Because a lot of the kids, like your younger siblings, they look up to
Yeah.
the older one.
Well, we're actually opposites.
Okay,
I knew
complete
it. I knew you were gonna say
opposites.
that.
And
I don't
that
know why.
happens a lot too.
Yeah.
So.
Which is funny because we're so close in age. My sister's 16, so
Oh wow, that is.
we
close.
are complete opposites. I'm super girly. I'm like, oh, I want to dance. I want to sing. I want to
Yes.
be in musicals.
Okay.
And so that's how I am. That's my
Yes,
vibe. And my
okay.
sister's
Wow.
very like, oh, I'm sporty. I'm playing volleyball and water polo, and I'm gonna like, boom,
Love
you know.
it. Oh my
God,
Mess
love
with
it.
my sister, mess with my family. Oh, you're gonna get it.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Shout out to sister. Shout out.
I was like the protector for sure. Like she's
Yeah,
gonna protect
yeah,
you guys.
she's on top of it.
Oh
so
my God, love it,
we're
love
complete
it.
opposites.
So, question for you. So, being that you are 15, I know your parents are there supporting, but let's also realize there's times that you are alone. They will be trusting you to make your own decisions and do your thing. How do you feel knowing that those moments do happen? Like maybe behind the camera, your mom couldn't attend or your dad couldn't be there, but you're behind the camera. You're supposed to do this Barbie event, or you're supposed to dance, or you're supposed to act, or be on that. What was that thing you called bar dance?
The show that you were
The
in.
show?
I think it's called Dhar.
Darman?
Oh, Dharma.
Darman,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Which
yeah.
we're slowly understanding what that is.
Yeah, you're gonna have
we're
to
a little
explain.
older.
You're gonna have to
Yeah.
explain in a second.
But we'll ask you that more detailed question on that. But knowing that, how does that make you feel? Knowing that sometimes the spotlight's on you, and there's nobody else besides the camera, and you.
I have faith in myself because my parents have faith in me. They know that I'm responsible and that I'm mature enough not to do anything stupid, and that I guess I'm trained enough to know what I'm saying to know what I'm doing because I have a lot of practice with like interviews, especially when I was interviewing for like private high schools, and I would say I'm just a responsible person.
That's so amazing.
That's great.
Oh my God,
Very
we love
uncommon for a 15-year-old. That's
no,
for
yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Again, like you could be home playing video games or something, and even playing video games, you could actually, you know, be a creator in that world, but you have to do it right. But again, you could be doing things that, you know, can really not set you up to be successful in the future. But you're here again doing podcasts straight from school, just doing so many different things, creating. It's amazing. I kind of do want to go back a little bit still because we're still in that like zone of when you were growing up. I think you actually were on the show. We were just saying it's Dharma.
Darman.
Sorry,
We'll
sorry,
get it
sorry,
right.
Dharman. Can you like tell us about this and like, you know, how was this journey being on this and being with other creators who like are very famous as well, like you? Like how was this like being on the show?
It was amazing. I think Darman was one of my first acting gigs, and it really started my career, I guess. And it was very fun. I feel like everyone that I met on set was so sweet, and I met one of my closest friends ever, Kato.
Yes.
Kato Lee Roberts.
Oh my God, Kato's amazing.
Shout out Kato.
Right, we love Kato. He's amazing.
He's awesome. I've known him
Yes.
for like 5-6 years, and
Nice.
it's an amazing experience. Like you go there, everyone's so sweet, and it's pretty much fun and games.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie.
What was like was this a show? Like what was it about? Like what was like the company that hired you? Was it like who owned this show? Was
Yeah.
it like Disney or something? Like,
So his name is Darman, and
Ah.
he has this inspirational YouTube channel,
Okay.
and he kind of just posts a bunch of little skits about how to be a good person, kind of like whatever happens in the dark always comes to light,
Amazing.
and you know, never to lie, things like that. So
Wow.
it's really inspirational, especially for younger kids growing up.
Wow.
His videos are pretty nice.
Yeah.
I actually recently went into his page. I started just trying to realize what is that, and I realized it was a person, and I saw everything that he does. So I think that's kind of cool,
Right.
because it's a little different because he's not really all for himself. It's for a number of people.
Yeah.
And he actually allowing the youth to kind of be inspired like yourself and Kaido as well. So it sounds like a really cool experience.
And also like doing that at such a young age, do you feel that some of this like rubbed off on you in regards to like the way you speak and the way you think, because you are very professional when you're talking and you're very like inspiring. And again, being 15, you know, not a lot of younger children at like 9 or 10 are like learning all these things, and you were. So did that kind of like rub off on you a little bit?
I think it did, yeah. So the funny thing is, before I got the confirmation for my very first Starman video, my sister and I were binge watching all his videos
way.
literally the night before.
What?
And the next time my mom was like, "Hey, have you heard of Darman?" And I was like,
Oh
"Yeah,
my
I
God.
have,
No
actually."
way.
And she was like, "Oh, you're gonna be on the show?" And I was like, "No way! Like you're
What?
joking."
Oh my God.
I was jumping up and down. I was
Wow.
so excited.
Talk about the energy that,
It was-
because you guys
No
both
way.
fed into it. To
Yeah,
feed
oh
into
my
it,
God.
it becomes reality.
And I feel like watching those videos did help with my character, but I'm also like a religious person, so obviously like, I learned so much from, you know, my pastors and my friends who go to church with me, so
Yes.
I learned a lot from them.
Amazing.
I love that.
amazing.
So one thing I was going to ask you. So jethouse, I've been for the last 2 weeks. That's all it's been going in my ear.
right.
So jethouse.
We just want to like take a jet now. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're just,
it sounds like a
shut
jet
up,
going in
shut
the
up.
house. But
Right. Oh
but
my God.
is this something new? Is this something trendy? Is it really a house
Yeah,
with
talk
a jet
to us
in
about
it,
Jet
maybe?
House. Talk
Yeah.
to us about Jet House.
Okay, so the Jet House is just like a content creator house, and it's from people from all over, a bunch of influencers, and Kato and the Clemens twins kind of are the leaders of it, and they have a bunch of influencers that they invite to the different Airbnbs that we rent, and it's kind of all over the world. We haven't really
Amazing.
gone out of the USA yet,
Yes.
but there have been many events, and we're gonna have the Jet House party this
Oh my
weekend, so I'm
gosh,
very
yes.
excited.
Okay, is this your guys' first Jet House party?
I think so.
Oh my
yes,
God,
Okay.
no way! Wow, this is so amazing.
Sounds like it'll be a fun collaboration of so many different intelligent teens, intelligent teens just doing what they do best, is just having a good time, recording content, and just doing things like that.
Yes.
Have you yet? Because obviously I don't know how it is in the below 18, but are you able to monetize already? Is that something that's already going on with your pages, or is that not an available tool yet?
I think some platforms do allow me to, like TikTok Shop. Sometimes I get commission from the things that I promote.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
But that's kind of it from social media at least.
Okay, got it.
Because I know like Instagram, if you're under 18, you can't get commission
Oh,
for anything you
yes.
post.
I see. I see.
So
I've never asked that question, so I wasn't too sure.
Right,
Just
right.
because I know there's a lot of laws and things about that. But it doesn't really matter as much while you're growing, because the main thing is the journey, the experience, and going through something that is a lot better than doing nothing. But you're doing so much, and you're getting these new contracts, these agreements that are helping you build and create maybe this bigger future for yourself. Because you're 15, imagine where you're going to be when you're 18, when you're
Right.
21. I mean, you're going to create your own Dhar Man. It's gonna have your face on it, because I saw his face on that's like the logo of his page or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
It's gonna be your face. Hey, so I think that's pretty awesome that you do that.
And actually, how did you like run into these videos? Like, how did you run into Dharman? Like, is it just somebody you were already watching?
I've been watching him. I'm not too sure how I got on. I think I was applied for like the job and then I got it. But regarding just like content creation, I started posting on Instagram over the years. I grew and I was like, oh, TikTok is kind of blowing up.
Yeah.
And I had my
Yes.
own private TikTok account for years, but
Yes.
I was like, maybe I should actually try to open a public one. So I did, and I started collabing with my friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
And speaking of collaborating and collaborations, and also the Jet House, right? We have ran into a lot of influencers who actually live in these houses, and there's like a lot of like drama with these like creator houses. How is it with the Jet House? I feel like it's actually a little bit different than the ones that are going on right now. I feel a little bit more like good energy. But you tell me, like, how is this group of creators in this Jet House? Like, how is it all?
I feel like everyone is really supportive of each other because we
Okay.
all love doing the same thing. So why are you bringing others down?
Yes.
We're all really uplifting and positive. And the only thing about the Jet House is that it's basically like Love Island.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
okay,
When we were
yeah.
at the Palm Springs house, we were all like, "Oh, it's Love Island!" Like,
No way. Oh my
That's
god.
something
it's
else.
literally the
Yes.
villa. They were like, "Oh, you're coming to the villa today? Oh, when are
No.
you leaving the villa?" Like, actually.
Oh
That is
my
it.
And
god.
everyone was like, "Oh, so they're going on a 2-man and they're dating
Wow,
or whatever." I
yeah,
don't even know what's
yeah,
happening
yeah.
there.
Wow.
And I
Okay.
know Leah and Madden also kind of met through the Jet House, and now
Mhm.
see Love Island. Look
right,
at that.
right.
What
They were
is
saying
happening?
That. They were saying that earlier that they
What
met.
the-
and-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like there's drama, but maybe a little bit. Because obviously in relationships and all that, there's just so much going on. A little bit of drama, right?
Out of
Yeah.
everything that you do, because obviously you dance, you act, you model, obviously you do different things on social media. What is your favorite? What is the most interesting thing that you love the most?
The most interesting thing to me is dancing, especially
Okay.
like I've been doing it my whole life.
Right.
It's a way for me to express my feelings, and especially if I'm having a bad day, put me to dance class right now
No
because I'm about to go crazy.
Oh my
like-
god.
What?
Okay. And when you said traditionally you would dance like religiously for your family, or like
It was
can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, so I was in a dance studio. It's called Barakomitun Dance Studio, and
Okay.
it was an Armenian, like traditional Armenian dance studio. And so when I was like 3 all the way up till I was 12-ish,
No way.
I was just
Oh my
performing, and
Wow.
yeah, I was just performing for them.
Oh my gosh.
That's
okay.
awesome.
So that turned into you, like you said, going into the hip hop dancing.
Yeah.
And what were you like creating like music videos? Were you actually like rapping? Like what did it turn into?
I just started with hip hop
Okay.
when I was around 10. So I was
Yes.
kind of doing Armenian and hip hop at the same time for like around 2 years. And my teacher, I started going to Meet On K Studios, and Meet On, he makes videos, like he records dance videos and puts them on YouTube, Instagram. So I was like, okay, I'm inspired to do that too. That's why I started my Instagram, posting my videos. And I guess that just kind of started my Instagram page and me posting my dancing all the time.
Nice.
That's
nice.
amazing.
Love it. Love it.
So as you're growing up, obviously you're an influencer now. Is this what you always wanted to do? So obviously you're growing up. A lot of kids or teenagers, as you grow, you're kind of not sure what you want to do, and then you grow into doing certain things. Is this really what you like? Like, do you like? I know you said you love dancing, but do you want to continue the route of being an influencer? Or is there somewhere you're headed?
So Fun fact, I'm smart.
Love it,
I
love
have
it.
like straight A's in school.
Oh my God,
and,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
doing
wait, hold
well.
on. You said straight A's?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's a
Come on,
flex. That's
get
a
some straight
flex.
A's,
Just
guys.
saying,
Come on.
just saying.
Never had a B in my life.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay,
No,
that's like
that's
major.
yeah,
That's
no
major.
flex at all. No
Yeah,
flex.
right.
But when I was growing up, I was like, oh, I want to go into the medical field, because my dad's side of the family, they're really medical field
Yes.
oriented, I guess. I don't know. My dad's a
uh-huh.
nurse, and
There you go.
a lot of pharmacists in my family. So when I
Love
was
it.
younger, in like second grade, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a pharmacist. I'm gonna be a pharmacist no matter what.
Mhm.
But then I got into acting, and I was like, this is so fun. This is awesome. I love this. So I want to continue to influence and do all these type of artsy little things.
Yes.
But I also do want to become a doctor when I
Oh,
grow
wow.
up. So
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
like, you know what's pretty cool? I've seen a bunch of dermatologists
Mhm.
who have Instagram pages.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
hear me out, social media and dermatology in one.
Oh my
That is
God.
epic.
This is like one of the smartest ideas we've had on this whole, like, 300 people that we have done this for.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
Only because we do this as well. So you probably were about to say
I was about
that.
to say that, yeah.
And we do real estate, but we also do influencing. And before you know it, with our knowledge in real estate, we're able to help the individuals that we're helping and influencing. So it's like it goes hand in hand. And like you said, like one in one. And it's in a really amazing thing. So your mindset right now is so powerful to think like that. Like,
I think
wow.
it's good that at a young age you realize that it's not too much to do too much. Right now, it's good to try everything as best you can. Find the niche, find what you find the most passionate about, get good at it, and then find something else.
Yeah.
Because once you're good at something, it's either making you money or it's driving you somewhere. And the same thing goes for the next thing. So we do real estate podcasts, in styling, modeling, red carpet. We do a lot, right? On top of that, we're parents, but but that's
Yes.
but that's you as well. You're just younger,
Right.
And you're on that journey of going uphill of building what your life, and I think that's amazing. So keep at it, keep building, keep doing your thing. What is holding you back as to becoming that dermatologist now? Is it just not the right time, or you're just more passionate about one over the other?
I mean, I am still interested in, like becoming a doctor and all that stuff. But for now, while I'm in high school, I'm just going to try to take advantage of all the time that I have as a teen, at least, because I know teenagers on social media, that's where you really take off. So I'm going to try to
That's
utilize
right.
as much time as I can now.
Yes.
Because I can always become a doctor in the future,
Right,
so
right.
I'm just trying to make the most out of the time that I have right now.
And that's
Love that.
powerful because, like you said, in the future, you can become a doctor, but by then you'll already be known because you worked so hard as a teen.
Yeah.
So then when you're known, it's like everyone's going to want to go to dermatology for you, We'll be there.
I mean,
We're
I
gonna
need it. I need it.
We're like, we need you right now.
Need
But
some biotin.
we'll wait a few years, And I want to actually talk about a subject. It's a little bit different. So, like, what's going on right now in the world of teens is different from how, like, I grew up or how he grew up. What we're seeing is, and we always talk about this, and what we're seeing is, like, the teens that are growing up now, they're more, like, locked in. They're more, even in regards to, like, the news, they're stating that, like, the younger generation, the, like, drinking of teens has gone down so much, like, that most teens aren't even drinking anymore. And so I feel like a shift in, like, the new generation, which is the teens that are, like, growing up right now, are just more locked in. And can you kind of just give me a little bit of, like, you guys are all just working, you guys are all creating, like, what is making you guys all want to do this rather than party? Like, it's an amazing thing to see, and we're like, oh my gosh, we see it every day.
Unless we don't know you guys are partying and you guys are
Right,
doing
actually.
a really good job.
No, wait,
doing
there's
it.
a party on Sunday, but do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but the parents are
parties-
there.
Right,
Remember
back in the day, parties
Yeah.
were like, and it's sad that we have to say this, everybody, but.
Yeah, and the parents know. Back in the
but-
day, there was definitely no mom and dad watching me
Yeah.
do anything at 15. But
So, like, talk
Yeah.
to me about this. Like, why is everybody your age so driven nowadays compared to when, I'm not going to say that anymore. Just tell me.
Well, I feel like especially with college applications, it is so competitive. Especially there are so many people applying to the same main schools for college, at least. Like, I'm very like, okay, I want to go to this Ivy League college.
it.
So I'm very dedicated, I would say.
Yes.
I mean, I also do party. You know, I'm Armenian.
Right,
I can't
right.
resist the party.
Right.
But
I just learned something right now about Armenians.
yeah, we love to party.
Oh, wow.
There you
You
go.
ready for your next party? Ah, okay.
Right. Okay.
So,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just very dedicated. I also love to learn. Like, my entire life, I've always been like, I love school, so school is cool. And I've been
Yeah.
saying that for years.
Oh my God, I love that.
It never gets old.
Right. There you go.
But I just feel like I really want to succeed. I want to achieve my goals, especially if I've had these dreams since I was younger. I want to live up to them.
Yes. Oh
I
my
love
God, I
that.
feel that. I feel
Wow.
exactly what you just said, and I feel a lot of these younger children, teens, they're all thinking the same way. They're just like they're more goal oriented, and I guess like a little bit a couple of years back, it just wasn't like that. So. It's like really inspiring to see this, and we've just been talking about it so much, and you're kind of like a real life example of that, because again, like you said, straight A's, just got back from school, sitting on our podcast. We were just doing some content the other day. You have events to go to this weekend, and going back to the party, because I know you love to party. I'm sure it's going to be a great fun party, but again, these parties that you guys are throwing, like there's like literally zero alcohol. There's like you guys are there actually working most of the time because you guys are actually having your camera on and creating. Maybe you can give a little bit of inspiration to the older crowd who should be working as hard as you guys. Like, why are they not working as hard as you guys? Like, maybe you can give them some inspiration.
I really don't know. I would say make the most out of the time that you have, because I mean, you never know. You won't be as close to the people you are now as you will in the future. Like, you never know what will happen. And so I say utilize the time you have now. Take advantage of everything that you have.
Love that.
That's
What
powerful.
kind of teacher is your mom? What does she teach?
She's a math teacher. She teaches Math 3 honors and pre-calculus.
Love it.
Hold up.
love
You
it.
said honors. That's intense.
Love it.
Yeah.
And I asked that because again, your the way you speak again is so professional. So like I was thinking your mom was an English teacher, but
Oh, no.
but you know what? The math is still adding up. you know?
I'm sure her favorite color is red on pens when she's
Oh, yeah, for
grading.
sure.
Favorite color
Wow.
red. Like,
He was really good at math. I'm like
mine
really
was
not.
mine never had red.
Oh wow. Mine was like
I'm
all
in,
red.
I'm in
Mine was all
banking
red.
and finance, so I did pretty good.
I
Little
love math.
confusing.
Math's my favorite subject.
Yeah,
Oh my
mine
gosh,
too,
There you
mine
go.
too.
It's really hard for me, but you know,
So
No, yeah,
so
I'm
just saying.
so you also do hip hop, right? Like as a dance, right? And is there certain moves or certain directional things that you have to do to have hip hop have a certain vibe to music? Because I know that to me hip hop is very beats. Like something like that, right? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm trying to make beats here. I'm definitely not good at hip hop, but sorry, the camera guy's laughing. But sorry, but does that help you move the way you move, like the beats, or what is it exactly about hip hop that you like?
I feel like it's a good way to let loose, because I know ballet, at least it's very technical, lyrical is very like, okay, technicality, but see, I'm not like that.
There
See, I
you
just like
go.
to throw myself, go crazy, and
Yes.
especially you can add your own personality to it too.
Okay.
And I feel like what really helps with hip hop is knowing how to groove. Also, baggy clothes. I mean, me without baggy clothes, like I'm cooked. Like,
There you
You
go.
can be able
there
to
you
move
go,
with,
right.
without
yeah,
baggy
no, I
clothes.
look like a stick without baggy
Oh my
clothes. I
God.
need them. But then also being able to hear the music, because when I was growing up, everyone around me, they were like, oh, you have like a good ear for music. And I was like, thank you. And so I feel like that really helps, especially when hitting the beats really strongly and stuff like that.
And you've
Wow.
been dancing so young, and you're talking about it like if you're just a normal like hip hop dancer, but in all reality, you have some like awards, right, for being in hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, so I'm on a dance team called the Volts, and
Okay.
we just placed second in the United States.
What?
No, hold on. You have to repeat that.
Oh
you placed
my
second
gosh.
in.
Second in the United
Wow.
States.
Oh my God! Congratulations!
Thank
That's like so
That's
epic.
crazy.
Oh my God!
And wait for it. Wait
Okay,
for it.
okay, I can't.
We
let's see.
represented the USA at the Hip Hop International World Championships, where we placed 13th in the world.
What? Oh
Yeah.
my God! This is
Okay.
so amazing.
Wait. Where
Wow,
can we
wow.
see this somewhere on some kind
Yeah,
of
we'll-
social
we'll make
media?
it, like,
or-
pop up.
Yeah, you
too.
can see it on YouTube. I think if you just search up the Volts Dance
The Volts.
Company.
Okay.
Scarlett, we'll make sure we.
Yeah, so
look
if
that
you guys
into
search that up, you guys
Oh
will be
my
able
God!
to see.
Wow, that is so amazing. So, like, talk to us about this because 13 in the whole world is so rare, and then number 3 in the U.S. Like,
Yeah.
these numbers are amazing. Like, how do you feel about this? Like,
I'm so proud because the amount that we work is insane.
Mhm.
When we were leading up to the competitions, we spent every single day for like 4 to 5 hours in the
Mhm.
studio practicing, rehearsing, going over the same dance, cleaning. There was so much behind the scenes that I'm so happy it paid
Wow.
off. And the conditioning, guys, the conditioning was not
Oh
good
my
either.
God, I can imagine.
We had to carry like each other, like piggyback ride,
Mhm.
run laps. Last person had to do extra laps.
Wow.
Like it was
Oh my
insane.
God.
But I think it really paid off, and also I got stronger. So
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
There you go. A little bit of health, you know.
What the?
And how many people are on this dance team?
I think like 32.
Oh, wow.
32. We had 30. Yeah.
Oh my
but we have
gosh.
some seniors, so
Okay.
they're leaving.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. So we have,
Like seniors, as in like a high school senior?
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like,
God.
old senior. I
Because
don't
we
know.
have our group in like our category for the competitions, our JV Mega Crew, which is 18 and under,
Okay, okay.
or 17 and under.
Mhm.
18 plus is already
Mhm.
adults. So
Okay.
we have only up till seniors.
Oh my gosh! Wow, those
Wow.
are like amazing numbers. And so, this is something that you're going to continue to do, or is it you're putting on the back burner?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like,
Okay.
I'm so passionate about this, and
Yes.
it's so fun. I love
Mhm.
it so much.
And being like
Yeah.
passionate about it. So, like, what is your goal with dancing? Are you being on this team as well? Like, the passion is that you wanting to be like #1 in USA and then #1 in the whole world? Because you're like right there. Just say
Yeah.
you're right there.
not
You know,
far.
you're just like
Right
a
there.
little
Right there.
bit, a little.
But I
bit.
feel
Yeah.
like definitely.
Uh-huh.
I mean, not just for the placement, because
Okay.
I mean, I would love to win.
you know.
First place doesn't
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
too bad
Right,
to
right.
me.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds
But
good.
also, like, it's just such. It's like therapy for me.
Yes.
It's literally therapy
Oh yes,
for me.
that's right. You were
It's like
saying
my
that.
greatest
Oh
passion.
my gosh.
So I want to continue this as much as I can.
Wow, that's an amazing therapy. Just
Let,
saying, just saying. Like,
let's
I
pivot
like
a
that.
little bit. So I want to ask you something more about your individual self. So behind the scenes, turn off all the cameras, no dancing, no nothing like that, no school, no mom and dad. What do
Mhm.
you like to do on your time off?
Time off. Let
If
me
it
think.
exists in your world right now, because
Right.
some people don't
'Cause
have
you have
any
a
time
lot
off.
of stuff you're doing.
But what is the fun thing about you that you feel that is what is part of you?
I feel like definitely either hanging out with friends or sleeping. I need my sleep. You know?
There you go. There you
I'm a night owl, but
Mhm.
unfortunately, when I have to wake up early every single day for something, it's just impossible for me to sleep.
Mhm.
But besides sleeping,
Right.
I love to hang out with my friends and go to church because I
Love
feel like
that.
it's so
Wow.
refreshing for me,
Mhm, mhm.
and I learned so much from my best friends. So
Love
Amazing.
That, love that. And having your sleep is very important. Especially when you're working so much, you
Mhm.
just like when you get your like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, you're like, this was everything.
yeah,
It was like the best. Like I love my sleep.
That sounds
too,
like
so
us right now. 4 or
Yeah,
5 hours
right.
daily for
going
like
a little
months.
crazy, but we're here. We're here, you know. Love it.
Well, that's
love it.
amazing. I think you have so much going on. So your passion is definitely growing in so many different avenues. And obviously, we had we were able to do the whole Style Me video when we styled you, and it got viral as well.
Yeah.
What is something that, because you also do runway, you walk in the runway, and we've done some of it before as well. Do you feel like that's still a passion for you? Do you want to continue doing runway modeling?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I love modeling. It's
Mm-hmm.
so fun. And the people backstage are also super
Mm-hmm.
sweet, really caring. And I love to, I mean, not to say anything, but I love to show off kind
Okay,
of. I mean,
okay.
not too much, but I love just
Mhm.
to be like, you know, just
As
to
you
like,
should,
"Ooh,
as
do
you
you like my
should."
bracelets that I got from Italy? Ooh, ooh, ooh."
Okay, okay, there you
Um,
go.
Wow.
But so I love to like put on new outfits. I love being styled. That's why I was so excited to have you guys style me.
Mhm. Oh my
And
God, thank you.
So I love being styled,
Yay.
especially because I'm not a big fashionista myself. I'm sorry,
Okay,
this is like
okay.
a really basic outfit,
No,
but it's just what I
no.
wear to school.
Yeah.
It
Um,
hits, it hits.
So I just love going and just showing off what other people can create and just showing that other people's abilities.
Love
Wow,
it. I
that's
have a
powerful.
question because we've been asking you about all the things that you do. And every time we ask you, you're like, I love it. And this is so fun. And oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm going to keep going. So amazing. But how do you like deal with all these different things? Like, again, I said this like 5 times already, but you just got out of school and you came on a podcast. Like, I remember when I would get out of school, I would like just want to run home and not talk to nobody, eat for a second and just like watch TV. That was like me. But like, you're over here working. So again, like, and so many different jobs too, like modeling, the podcast. I mean, this is a job, even you being here right now. So like, how are you like dealing with this? Do you get stressed out? Like, how do you deal with all this?
I mean, at first, I did feel stressed out because I wasn't used to it, I think. And I was like, oh, so much is happening. Like, I'm hyperventilating.
Right.
But after time, I got really good at time management, and I know how to prioritize my school assignments and how to prioritize, like, I need to be posting. So I feel like knowing how to manage your time is so crucial.
Wow.
And I learned that along my way.
I mean, you're literally talking. I mean, we've had millionaires and billionaires on this podcast, and you're literally talking like them. The way you are, you know, structuring your day and your outlook of life and what you're doing. So it's amazing to hear this from, you know, someone who's only 15 years old. It's powerful. But can you give us a couple of the things that you do to like plan your day or week? Like, is your calendar always full? Are you the one putting the things in the calendar, or are you more of just like a teen that's like, I'm just gonna do when I hear, or just go with it, the flow? Like, what type of person are you? Like, do you have so many things written down right now, or you're just like, oh, I'm good?
I am so organized, except for my room. My room is like messy all the time. That's
There's always something.
The only exception. The only exception.
Love it.
But
okay.
I'm so organized. I have this Google Doc that I open every day, like 5 times a day.
No
and my
way.
mom has access to that too.
My
and
gosh, this is so
we always put in like reminders, like, okay, Wednesday I have church, and then Friday I have the podcast,
Yes.
and then Tuesday I have a test, and you know, I just always have something going on. And apart from that, I also have these little sticky notes, like Post-it notes, and they're like a to-do list. And I have a new one every single day, and I put my assignments, what's happening that day, and it just gives me the joy to fill them in. So the little bubbles.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
That is so cool.
No, because again, we are business people as well, not just like podcaster style. We do like real estate and home loans. This is like a business where you have to have licenses, and you're having people's lives on the line. You're getting them their home, or you know, we're giving them money to buy a home. So it's very like crucial. And we work with a lot of individuals, and some of these people who have other people's lives on the line, they don't even have a calendar. They don't even have the sticky notes. They don't have this type of mindset. So again, just to hear you talk like this is so phenomenal. And it's an amazing trait to have. So keep going with the way you think, because it's amazing.
Thank
Again,
you.
I see people every day in this office alone, and they don't even have their calendar. I'm like, how do you live? You
I
know,
know,
because
yeah.
it's so important, that mindset, to have that. So
So this was more of a personal question, and you don't have to answer it. But are you in a relationship, or is there a relationship that is coming together soon?
I'm single.
There you go. Love it. So much going on.
That's just my
you know.
life, yeah.
There you go. Love
I
that.
think that's good, because it keeps away the distraction while
Yeah, I
you're
think so
building your
too.
business.
Especially like I'm so locked in on everything that I
Right.
do.
Yes.
So I just want to be able to focus on that.
Oh, and we love this
Yeah.
answer. We were actually on the way here today, and we were talking about our son. He's 18 years old, and I think like a girl went up to him or something yesterday. And we were like, oh, that's cool. But he was like interested, but also like he's just like, I'm so into my FBI work right now. Like, I'm not really like worried about like having a girlfriend or something like that. And we were just like, okay, that's like the perfect answer.
He's like
We were
so not me, because I was so
Oh my
opposite.
gosh.
I was like,
Wow.
oh, I'm date. But I feel like those kind of traditions kind of are dying out. I feel like people are now more understanding the physics and the capacity of people's lives now. And I'm happy to hear that you're able to be that person. Obviously, your parents are helping influence that, probably from your own experiences, I'm sure. But it's great to see that, because you could start going the wrong direction if you have, whether it's the wrong parents or you have the wrong influence of teenagers that are hanging with you.
Or boyfriend.
Or boyfriend, right? Because let's be real, being in a relationship, now it's a mutual decision,
Yeah.
right? Now he has an impact on what you have to do, to an extent, obviously, right? So I think that's great that you're just very directed and like, I'm going to do this, even though you also want to be a dermatologist, but you're still there and going somewhere instead of just, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, like, obviously it would be nice, you know, like, you know, hit me up, but
Oh my God.
Okay.
Wait, what's happening?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
But obviously it would be nice, but I'm happy how I am
Right.
now.
Yes.
My best friends, they keep me going. Shout out Kayla and
Amazing.
Paulina. You guys are my everything.
There you go. There you go.
But I feel like I'm very caring towards everyone, so
Love
it
that.
doesn't really matter who it is. I don't have like, oh, this one's my favorite. This one's my favorite. Oh, when I like that one, I like that one.
Yeah.
No, I'm very like equal with how I love.
Yes.
So.
No, love that. And actually, I want to ask this
Okay, you
question
got it.
about influencing. You know, there's so many different things that come with influencing. You get really good comments, you get bad comments, you get comments that are just like not even true or there. like, do you ignore them? Do you feed into them? Because I know you get a lot of comments. We just did a video with you and Kato, and I think there was like 4 million views or something, and your name was said so many times because everybody wanted to say, like, you know, is she with Kato or whatever. They just all had their own opinions in their head. And so, again, your name and your tag came up so many times. How do you deal with these people or bots or whoever they are? I don't even know sometimes because it's millions of views. Like, how do you, like, deal with that when things are not even true and people are just saying things? Do you just brush it off? Like, how do you deal with this influencing world?
Well, honestly, I just try to focus on myself, especially if they're hate comments or if they're not true. Then I'm just like, okay, let them talk. Like, you're jealous. I was taught to always say, oh, they're jealous.
There you go.
And especially last year at my school, I was definitely bullied, especially because my school is like a middle and a high school. And so a lot of people were saying fake things about me and just talking out of their butt. And I was like, what are you saying?
Yes.
But at least I had like a couple friends that were there for me, and they were like, they actually stood up for me, like, what are you talking about? Natalie's the sweetest person ever. She's literally to herself. Like, during nutrition, during break, I'm always just by myself. Sometimes I join some friends, but I'm very, like, put together, and I don't really talk bad about other people, and I don't feed into it either because I feel like it's pretty immature. So.
Right.
No, I agree.
That's a really good answer.
Allowing that to come in opens doors to you just hiding and stopping what you're doing, and you're doing amazing. So considering that, you know, believe it or not, it's crazy how time flies. I don't even know what's going on with the time, but we're getting really close to finishing. So one impactful question that we like to ask is, you're very young still, so you might not have reached this yet, but has there ever been a moment in your life so far that you just felt like, I can't do this, Mom. I don't want to influence anymore. I don't want to be a doctor. Perhaps that also came up. You just don't know what to do. You close the door and you're hiding from everybody. Has there ever been a moment in your entire life where you remember and you're like, I'm done. I don't know what I want to do?
I think, yeah. So this summer from 8th grade to 9th grade, I was accepted to the #1 private school in California on a full ride scholarship. It's like $50,000. I got in for free.
Amazing.
Wow.
But I was conflicted. I was like, okay, do I go to my mom's public school or do I go to this fancy private school?
Oh my gosh, that's
because
hard.
I mean, they were both free, so you know, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
And I was absolutely conflicted. I was like, okay, there are so many pros and cons at each school. I genuinely don't know what to do. And fun fact, I didn't know which school I was going to go to until the day before school started.
Wow.
I wasn't really happy my first year.
I get that.
And I still I'm not like the happiest I can be, but just knowing that I have a couple friends that are with me, I'm like, I'm okay.
You know, the strongest people are always the ones that are bullied or have least friends. I grew up being bullied as well, and many of the people that I know that bullied me or see me now that originally were haters are now fans or thrilled to see your life excel as it is now. So don't ever let things like that ever get you down. Because honestly, I was all public school. My parents didn't have that kind of money I wasn't that intelligent, unfortunately, to start getting like scholarships and all that. I got A's and all that in accounting and all that stuff when I went to college, but I was venturing into something else. I wasn't doing 10,000 things like you were. I was doing like one thing and seeing where it goes. But I think it's great that you have a strong foot on the ground to do what you're doing, because it is scary being a teenager, especially going to schools, because kids love to torment people. They love to make people feel down, because I remember.
And like you said, you also went through that as well, bullying. So like it's hard, you know. Maybe you can give us like how did you deal with that bullying when it did happen to you? Because that's kind of a hard thing to talk about.
I mean, honestly, it was happening behind my back. So I was like, okay, there's nothing I can really do about it. And I don't know. The funny thing is, those girls in the beginning of school, like the very beginning, they're like, oh, I want to be your friend, you know, I'm nice to you. But you could tell it wasn't real.
Oh, wow.
And then kind of in the middle, near the end, they're just saying fake things about me. They didn't even know me. And so I was just like, you know, they're going to talk. Haters are going to hate. You just have to get over it.
Right.
So I did.
Okay. Strong mindset. Love that. Because, again, a lot of people can get bullied and they might not have your mindset. So when people watch our podcast, they see this and they're like, you know what? Maybe I just need to have that same energy, you know, that you have. And then they go and try it. And then, you know, so little advice like that could help so many people. So thank you, because that topic, even just saying I got bullied, I feel like that's like even a hard thing to say, you know? So I know it was hard for Eli, like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. What's the next thing? So obviously, you love dancing, you love doing everything that you do right now, but you're going to be 18 eventually. What's your sign, by the way?
Like my zodiac
Yeah.
sign? Oh, I'm a Leo.
Oh, you're
there you
Leo.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, the last guest here thought we were Leos. I don't know if it's the
There
goal.
you
I don't
go.
know if it's the goal.
she was
but-
feeling
Oh.
your energy. She was feeling
Yeah,
your
she was
You're
feeling
already
energy.
coming, you know?
So you're going to be 18 eventually. My daughter's a Leo too. She was born in July. So
There you
so she, when you turn 18, have you thought about exactly what you want to do, like at that age? Because eventually those are big moments, right? 18 seems to be the moment, and 21, and sometimes 25. I don't know why, but 18 and 21. When you turn 18 and when you turn 21, because it sounds like you plan. You like looking at your Google Calendar. You
Right,
like
yes.
you like seeing the future and what's going on. Have you planned that far?
Yeah, I
Oh my
have,
gosh.
obviously.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god, love this.
I mean, when I'm 18, you know, I graduated high school, and so I want to go to like Stanford
Oh,
or
wow.
you know, like UCLA or
Yes.
Harvard. You know, one of those like top Ivy League schools that I've been wanting to go to my whole life.
Oh
Wow.
my god,
And
amazing.
I want to major in biochem because I'm taking bio now. I love bio, and I took chem last year, and I loved it so much. It's my favorite subject like I've ever learned.
No
So I
way.
want to
This is
major
so
in
amazing. Oh my
biochem,
gosh.
because obviously like I'm also a huge math person, so
Okay.
that's why I love chem.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
And so I want to major in biochem, and then hopefully go to medical school.
There you go. There you
And I don't know, become a dermatologist. You know.
go. Love that.
That's powerful. See, you already know what you want to do, and I think that's so validating and important. Because, like I said in the beginning, many 15-year-olds don't really know what they want to do at all. And actually, nobody likes to hear the lecturing of your parents, like, "Well, do this, do that," or "I did this." So I think it's great that you have the resources of your parents to push you just positively, but at the end, you're making all the decisions. And when you turn 18 or 21, you pretty much know exactly where you want to be in life. That's very empowering because a lot of people, some of our followers are from 13 to maybe as old as 30 something, and at least in our style pages. And I think that's very powerful for people to hear that message, to say, wow, like I'm a 15-year-old and I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm getting F's, or maybe I'm a little bit off track, and they can hear that story from you, and maybe they can make a change,
Yes.
you know?
And maybe like a little advice also, you being a creator, like for our audience, do you have some advice on maybe some individuals out there who want to become a creator, like, and they're just maybe too shy to do it, or they just feel like it's not for them? Like, do you have some advice on how to like become a creator and influencer?
I would just say keep posting and don't listen to what others have to say, because that's the main thing. A lot of people stop when they're like, oh, I got a hate comment. Okay, they hate me. Okay, they hate my clothes.
Mhm.
They say I'm
Right.
chopped. Like,
Right.
I feel like you just have to ignore them because they're bots, they're jealous,
Mhm.
and you just have to keep doing what you love.
Yes.
Because if you stop, like, why are you going to stop? You know, you love this. Why are you letting other people influence your own life? So I just think keep going no matter what happens.
Love
Wow.
that. Love
That's
that
a
so
powerful
much.
message.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, we want to thank you for being on our podcast. I don't know how, like I said, that time goes so fast. But seriously, it's amazing having you here. And in the city of Beverly Hills, that's the crazy part, right? You're 15 and you're already in Beverly Hills. I mean, that's like one of those pinch moments. You're like,
Oh my
did I
God.
do this? Did I create my,
Right.
like, did I do all these things? Because, yeah, your parents are there, but you're still the person. You're the one that's making all the moves.
Right.
You know, so those relationships you're creating, like you created a relationship with us to be on this podcast, it's very powerful stuff, you know, and those friends that are hating, that are probably going to watch this, are going to be like, what?
They'll be fans now.
They're going to
just
be
say-
fans and be
just
like,
say-
oh, like,
You know.
it's because a lot of creators, they look at things and they're like, you were on their show? Or, wow, I didn't know you got styled by them. Or you're with other collaborating people like your friends, right? You were a caterer, or you were doing this. So little things like that start connecting the dots, and people start hating less. And they start becoming fans. They start liking. They start becoming, that now they're invested in you.
Yeah.
And now whatever you say is kind of the truth. They're like, oh,
Yes.
well, that's Natalie. Of course. She's amazing. you know?
And being so inspirational, we always like to, leave the audience with you as our guest. Just talking to our camera here and just giving them some, life advice that you can give them. You gave so much already, but just to leave them with something, whatever you feel that's in your heart.
I mean, I'm just going to say, let the haters hate and focus on yourself, because no one is going to determine your life except for you.
There it is. All in
Love
short
that
and
so
fast and
much.
easy.
I love that so much. I'm so
Natalie-
inspired today. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah,
was
you
so
inspired
inspiring.
him. He still needs to grow, you know.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding, just kidding. But thank you guys for being on our podcast, and thank you for being on our podcast
Thank you
as
guys
well.
so much for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Seriously, this was so much fun. I think we've only had another teenager under the age of 18 here. That was
Mm.
Princess Amelia, huh?
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
yeah.
right.
And I think we'll have Kate in a couple of weeks. But
Yes,
thank you
yes.
for being on here today. And obviously, we're going to be rolling out 3 reels as usual, and the full podcast here is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thanks, guys, for being here and watching our content.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so
Appreciate you.
much.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate you.